Hello, welcome to Pro Mixing and Mastering. Thank you for subscribing and thank you for sharing and liking. Today I'm going to show you and teach you how to mix Lingala vocals. Now, I'm one of the producers that just mix almost everything. So let's get into it. The vocals that I'm talking about are these.
Na mistrilo mutima wandi Yesu na mano yandi na bika kuli imwe sema na mimi baba mimi napenda kushikia sauti yanu Yesu ni mwenye mweshiteweza yoyo.
Alright, beautiful calm vocals. So I'm going to show you the steps that I had to take to mix the vocals of my artist. The first thing that I did was to make sure that I correct the vocal a little bit, and that is just by going to vary audio and then hit process, pitch and warp, and then from there, after hitting pitch and warp, of course, correcting the vocals. Okay, so after correcting the vocals, of course, I hit bounce, and bouncing is literally, it's just as simple as selecting the vocal and coming to audio, and then you come to bounce selection. Once you bounce everything's just gonna be it's gonna be one. Once I was done with that, I took a listen to whether the vocals a little bit higher or lower, and in this case I just had to give the vocals a little bit of a boost of 2 dB, as you can see right here on the volume. Once I was done with that, I now came to processing plugins, and I used Auto-Tune. So Auto-Tune 8.1 is really a good Auto-Tune. There are a lot of new Auto-Tunes out there, but even though they are there, this one really gives me what I want, so why change it? So my key is F sharp major, and my retune speed this time is 50. Whenever you're mixing Lingala vocals, there is that little bit of auto-tune that you have to add to the vocals. For example, on this part right here, the Lingala vocals are a little bit calm, so you have to add a retune speed of 50.
Mimi napenda kushikia sauti yanu Yesu ni mwenye mweshiteweza yoyo.
So that is auto-tune working in the background. Turned off everything. Pitch amount, I put it on 18, just like that. I turned off vibrato, and tracking, turned it down all the way. Humanize, turned down all the way. Correction style, turned down all the way to 0. Literally everything is 0 apart from retune speed and key scale. My input auto tenor really works well there.
Mimi napenda kushikia sauti yanu Yesu ni mwenye mweshiteweza yoyo.
And now this track is connected to group number 1. So let's go ahead and check out what's in group number 1. In group number 1, you find this. So the first thing that I had to do, of course, every producer does this, is to EQ. So I used FabFilter Pro Q3, a very powerful EQ, especially when you just want to dynamically work on vocals and just want to bring out the best. As you can see, I'm using dynamic EQ on this part right here. So there is just a frequency that I wanted to control right here. This is why you see it bouncing. This is called dynamic EQing. You just come to this open box and say dynamic, and you just enable it, and it's just gonna work. Go on the area on the frequency that you want to control, and you control it. I did a cut and boosted a little bit just to open up the vocal.
mimi napenda kushikia sauti ya,
but this time not too much, and I did roll off of this low end.
mimi napenda kushikia sauti ya.
And then next I had to compress the vocal, so I compressed the vocal. My threshold is -35, too much. Yeah, why? Because I wanted the vocal to really be compressed a little bit, but the ratio is 2, so not too much. Also makeup gain 8.5, raised up that lost volume, and just like that, analysis is on 52, release just on the middle, like it's not too fast and it's not too slow. My attack is 1.0, very fast attack. Now I want the compressor to really attack those transients very, very fast. And next, after I added the compressor, see what the compressor
Mimi napenda kushikia sauti yanu Yesu.
So that softness to the vocal is because of analysis. Compression is doing that work. So whenever you wanna like soften up your vocals, just follow exactly what I did here. And the virtual mix rack is next, number 3. I use the compressor virtual mix rack, and this time my circuit is on 1.
Mimi napenda kushikia sauti yanu Yesu mweye. Ni mwenye mweshi.
And a little bit of shimmer. I added shimmering. Those are the that you can hear in the background. Very nice. My threshold is 21, -21. My ratio is on 2. Attack is on the middle, and then release is on the side of fast release, and makeup gain raised it up a little bit, mix all the way to 100%. Then I had to control the mids a little bit, so I had to like give it 1.60 kilohertz this side, and this other side I just had to lower mid frequencies. I just had to cut a little bit, and also cut this side to give them that warmer sound. I turned on bell and cut a little bit of those lows, and just cute them a little bit.
Mimi napenda kushikia sauti yanu Yesu mweye.
And now to remove some of those background noise, I always use this medium denoiser. So this denoiser from Cubase, and my preset is on medium. Now I'm gonna turn off all these things, but before I turn off everything, the next thing that I had to add was a reverb. I'm using reverb A. Sounds like this.
Mimi napenda kushikia sauti yanu Yesu mweye. Ni mwenye mweshi teweza yoyo.
Very nice reverb, right? And then I'm also using double delay. This is the double delay that I'm using.
Mimi napenda kushikia sauti yanu Yesu mweye. Ni mwenye mweshi teweza yo.
So the reason why I'm using double delay is because I'm using it like Dobler. I want it to cover up certain spaces, and by doing so, it's like a trick that you use to widen the vocal, and also try to make the vocal sound good in the mix.
Mimi napenda kushikia sauti yanu Yesu mweye. Ni mwenye mweshi tewe.
Very nice. And now what I'm gonna do is turn off everything, including the FX, so you guys can like take a listen to this raw vocal. And I'm also gonna turn off the sends, so I'm gonna turn off these double delay and reverb. And now this is how the vocal sounds like.
Mimi napenda kushikia sauti yanu Yesu mweye. Ni mwenye mweshi teweza yoyo.
Okay, doesn't really sounds much better, not bad. But now when I turn on all these together with the auto tune, the vocal sounds like this.
Mimi napenda kushikia sauti yanu Yesu mweye.
And suddenly there is life. Then now the backings, how to mix the backings, check me out in the next video. I'll see you.